Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So this is one of the videos that I wanted to do since a long time, to check out the Outin Nano, see how it performs, since I've been doing lots of reviews on other portable machines and people are really asking for this one since a long time, comparing each machine to Outin Nano. So we're gonna check the Outin Nano together in this video and see what it has and what it really carries as a value and also how it performs. So the box of the Outin Nano looks very nice. It has some good graphics on the outside, as you can see, and it comes in different colors. There are like 3 or 4 colors you can choose from. This green, I believe there is this one. This is the brownish color, and there is also other. This is a gray color, and there are more colors as well, like 3, 4 colors. I've seen a pink one before, and also I believe a white one. So let's see what is in the box and how the machine looks like, and how are all the specs of the machine really work to make us a good cup of coffee. So first of all, the box weighs 1.1 kilograms, so not very heavy. And when you open the box, you'll take out the outside cover. You get that green nice box, some good animations, you can see like lots of graphics here and there, lots of good presentation. And that's one of the things that I believe the Outin company is really successful, because they are really good in marketing. So they know how to advertise for their product very well. We see it since a long time everywhere on the Facebook ads and Instagram and all the other portals. So a nice paper to tell you what to do exactly in order to make a good cup of coffee. Okay, so it's like a quick tutorial on the machine and the warranty card of the machine. And then they give you some stickers, which is a nice gesture, definitely. So 3 stickers, and then that's the manual. Nice manual in English and also in other languages. I believe this is Chinese. So yeah, so they start with English, aside from starting in Chinese like other manufacturers. So this is how the box is being opened. So when you open the box, you see the machine itself and also the other accessories that come with the machine, and also some start guide here that's printed well in colors on the box. And this is the machine. That's how it looks. All made of plastic. No metal parts at all. And that's the cup of the machine. So the machine looks like that. This is the Nano. There's another machine that they announced. It's called the Mino. With the Mino, we can also look at that in another video. So for now, we're gonna look at the Nano and how it really performs. The machine comes with 2 modes of brewing. The first one is the capsule that will be installed by default in the machine. So that's a capsule holder, very similar to the ones that we see with other machines like the Sierra Plus 03S. So very similar one, only compatible with Espresso capsules. And there's another adapter that comes for powder coffee, and this one should hold around 8 to 10 grams of coffee, though they are selling a separate capacity or a separate adapter that can hold another basket, and that is like a kind of a pressurized basket that takes up to 18 grams, but it's sold at a $50 price. So this is just a different thing, okay? But what comes in the box is what you see right now. So there's the charging cable, and a scope that also works as a tamper. Okay, very similar to the one that we used to deal with the other machine from Sierra. And that's everything in the box. So let's see what the machine does and how it works after taking all this mess out. So the machine itself weighs 662 grams, which is really a good weight. It's very light due to just making it out of plastic, so it's really helping the machine to be very light in the hand. I believe it's not a big or a small machine, it's just a normal good size in the hand. Without the cup, it looks even smaller, as you can see. And the cup is like a little bit long, or I mean tall cup, that you can use it for drinking coffee or making yourself an Americano if you're outside. And like we usually do with machines like these, we will test out all the features of the machine. We'll see how it heats water, what temperature does it reach as a maximum temperature, and also how it brews both capsules and powder coffee. I believe there are also other stuff about the machine that you need to know, like the battery capacity. It's 7,500 milliamps. I think this is good to make 5-6 cups of coffee. So usually they make announcements that the machine will be heating up to XYZ number of cups. I believe this all depends on the temperature you're using, the temperature of the water you're using, if it's a cold water or a warm water or just hot water that needs a little bit boost in heating it. If you're outside and you're carrying your own flask that has hot water, that's a point. Another point is how much mLs do you use to heat. So the machine takes up to 80 ml. So there are some markings inside the chamber, as you can see, at 50 ml, 70, and a max is 80, just for the people who are using different types of capsules or different types of cups. For example, an espresso capsule, you should, I believe, use up to 50 ml maximum. If you use a powder coffee, you can go to the same 50 ml in case you're using this adapter that comes with the machine. Takes a standard 8 grams. We can try that and see how much will it take. And also, if you use the other adapter that comes at a separate cost, then the game will change, because that other one, which is here, this one, this will take your game completely to a different level where you can brew standard shot of 18 grams of coffee. So this is how the other one looks like. So they call it Plus. So the box of that Plus kit will contain some instructions to use it also, and that's how the contents of the box look like. You will get a metal portafilter, not like the plastic one that is installed in the machine. See? So this is a metal versus plastic, and because this is made for the upgrade basket, which is this one, this is a metal basket. So it has many holes here, but on the other side it has just one tiny hole out, but I believe this is covering the holes of the basket. So this is kind of like a non-pressurized basket, but for cosmetic look, they only give it one hole like that in the bottom. I believe it can help a little bit to produce some pressure also, maybe, while the coffee is flowing out of the machine into the cup to make some look of a crema. But it is not corely as a non-pressurized, like a pressurized basket, okay? So it goes very well here. This is sized at a smaller diameter than 51 ml. I believe it's like a 38 or so. So it doesn't fit like a normal 51 ml basket. So this is a 51 milliliters basket, and that's how it looks in comparison to that one. It is not gonna fit. So if I try 51 mm basket here, it will not go inside. For the ones who are thinking that they can switch this one to another basket, you can't. You have to only stick to this one, which is sized in most cases like the one that you use for your coffee or your powder coffee, okay, or your capsules. So that's a brief about how the machine is working. That kit, for the ones of you who are interested to get it for $50 price, you can also, it will come with other accessories like a dosing funnel. Since it's just a unique size, you cannot find a dosing funnel that fits this one easily. So they bring it with a funnel that has some magnets to help it stabilize on the portafilter, and also this nice metal tamper that will help you tamp your coffee, not going through all the basket, just the first part of it only until here, I believe. Okay, so this is all you get, and there's a small needle that also for the ones of you who can use it for WDT if you're outside. So that's the upgrade kit for the people who are interested to get it and enjoy a bigger cup of coffee. you can go for this one. And for now, we're not gonna look at it because we want to see how the stock machine performs and what it does exactly when it works. So I'll start with testing the heating function of the machine and see how it heats, until which temperature will it really heat the water, and how hot will the water will be, and whether it's gonna be good for making espresso or no. So for that, I'll pour normal bottled water up to 80 ml, or up to, yeah, the max is 80 ml. Maybe I'll go for 70 ml. Yeah, so that's a 70 ml, and I'll give it a long click. So one thing about the machine, that when you turn it on, you have only two types of turning it on, whether to like long press in order to turn on the heater of the machine, and it will heat first, then it will extract directly without stopping after heating. It will continue after heating to extract directly, or a double click to just extract the coffee. So right now I'm gonna turn it on with a long click, and I wanna see how long will that take to heat. So I'm gonna use the timer of the scale. And as you can see, there are 4 LEDs on the machine. Each one of them is representing around 25% of the battery. Very similar idea to the Sera 03S. And for the ones of you who are interested to make a comparison, please drop me a comment. I believe I have to compare this one to the Sera and also to the Espresso, since they all fall under the same category. And maybe also I can compare it to other machines that are very cheap in price, like the iCafe Latte machine that I posted a video about it on the channel before. So I will try to move this one fast. So right now, as you can see, the machine is heating the last part of it, and then I will close quickly. So it took 2 minutes and 38 seconds, and I will quickly dip this probe inside to try to measure the temperature quickly and see how much is it. That's 88.9, the third number down. It's 88.9 Celsius. So this is, I believe this is the maximum temperature the machine can reach. And I know it's not up to the right temperature for making espresso, but this is what you get when you use the Outin Nano outside. So let's move on to brewing a cup of espresso using a capsule as a beginning. I'm gonna use this one. It's a Lavazza Rossa. So the way you use the capsule is just like that. You put the capsule into the adapter, and then you press it, and then you close this one. So I opened the box before this video just for the sake of washing the machine parts well before capturing a video, so that I can show you the experience as somebody who opens the box for the first time. Okay, so let's see how the machine will brew the coffee. I will have to long click again in order to make sure that the machine is heating well. One more time, and I'm gonna get ready. Once the brewing starts, I will click the timer on. So I'm gonna take only that much. I don't wanna take more because that's really a bigger amount than I need for a capsule. That's a 36 ml in the cup, and that's how the coffee looks like in 18 seconds. So the crema looks okay. It's not very like orange color or brownish crema. And the temperature of the coffee, keeping in mind that this cup is hot. It was above the Mara X machine, It's a 71, which is good temperature, not bad. So let's taste the coffee. So it's okay as a capsule because that's the normal taste for capsule coffees. So let's try the machine in another way, which is to use the powder coffee, and I'm gonna use a Guatemala Pacamara bean. I'm gonna weigh, so they recommend 8 grams of beans, but I'm gonna use a little bit more maybe, just for the sake of making sure I take the maximum out of the basket. So that's mostly a 10 gram. And because this is going to be a pressurized basket, so I'm gonna use a coarser settings, maybe at 50 steps on this grinder. And maybe this time I'm gonna use hot water to make sure I don't waste the battery and to try to get the best out of the machine. So using hot water will definitely help the machine to produce better coffee, because right now we did the coffee with just 89 Celsius or less temperature. So this is the grind settings. The coffee smells so good. I'm gonna weigh the basket to make sure how much or how many grams I use with it. So there is just one point here that I wanted to make, which is that the machine doesn't come with a dosing funnel, so you can't hold the basket with anything. Unlike the other machine that used to come with one, like the iCafe Latte or even the Sierra Plus machine, which is this one, that used to come with a basket and also a dosing funnel to help you put the coffee very well in the basket. So right now I'm not going to use any extra tools, so I'll probably keep it as is. And I'm gonna use this spoon that comes with the machine to transfer the coffee into the basket. I'll try that without making a mess. Okay, so that's 3 grams. I believe I'll need to use a spoon then. Okay, so that's a challenge a little bit for some users, because you have to hold the coffee like that in your hand and keep tapping the basket to fill it properly. Right now it has 5 grams and it's mostly full. I'll try to add more and see how this is going to be. So probably I'll not be able to fit the 10 grams unless I use, you know, some extra dosing funnel. Okay, so right now it's at 7 grams. I'll try to give it a small, you know, tamp like that to clear out some space. But actually, with the 7 grams, it's kind of full already. So this is tamped basket with only 7 grams of coffee. They mentioned 8 grams in the manual. Maybe because of the coffee bean, every coffee the volume will change based on the bean you're using, and also the roast level. So right now I'm using only 7 grams in the basket. I'm not gonna use more coffee because it's gonna overfill the basket and this will affect the extraction for sure. So I'll keep it like that. I'll quickly take out the capsule. That's a good thing about using capsules, that it's gonna be a very clean process, unlike using the powder coffee. So all you do is you take out the capsule like that, and then you're good to go with another capsule, or even with taking this one completely out and putting this one instead, just like that. Okay, and then closing it properly, adding the water. Maybe this time I'm gonna add, I'm not sure how much ml I should be adding. That's a 7 grams, I'll add 50. So up to the sign, also for 50 mLs. Okay, it's a little bit over the sign, just tiny bit over. And that's 50 mLs of water. This is water that's heated at, I believe, 90 something Celsius. Yeah, let's see what's the temperature of the water I'm using here. It's at 85 now. Okay, so let's give it a boost again, just a little bit of a boost, and then another cup to be used. Yeah, I believe that's a good quantity, and the machine should stop automatically once the water finishes, just like that. And this is the other cup that we did using the ground coffee with the nano from Outin. So the crema looks good, very similar to the crema we produced with the capsule. Mostly the same size and the same color. Good taste, but still on the, I'm not saying on the weak side, but because the yield here is definitely more than 1 to 2, we just used 7 grams of coffee. So using 7 grams, if you wanna have a good cup of coffee that really feels like a professional machine, you should aim to maximum of 14-15 mLs in the cup. Right now we're yielding more for sure. That's 30 plus grams, so 36 or 35 grams in the cup. So that's more than 1 to 2 for sure. That's like 1 to 5. So the taste is good. So what do I think of the Outin? It's really a good machine, but I would say it depends on which user is gonna use the machine. So if you're somebody who uses a professional coffee machine and you're expecting to use different basket sizes and all that, this machine is not for you, because it just uses a small quantity of ground coffee in a pressurized basket. And on the other hand, you can use it with capsules. So probably the people who drink capsules are not really very serious espresso drinkers. If you look at the machine and how it looks good, though it's made all of plastic. Some people would have arguments over the plastic when they put it in food and beverage. I wouldn't say I'm against or with, but I'm saying that they say that this is a food grade plastic approved by the FDA, so I have nothing to say after what they say. Whether the machine is really a good value, it is a good brand, it has good customer care beyond it for sure, and it's really hyped very well because of the advertisement they do over the internet, as you can see. And comparing it to other machines, maybe if we do a comparison between this one and that one, which is very, very, very similar in performance, except that the price of this one is in most cases half the price of this one. And maybe some users would say that, but Outin is definitely a more famous machine, so it's definitely better. I would say, as somebody who uses both, that it's very hard to tell which one of them is which, okay? Except you look at the way they look each, that's something else, but making coffee with both of them is gonna give you mostly the same experience. So we can make a comparison video for both of them, just not to make this video go for a longer time. But before ending this video, I wanna show you some accessory from Outin that you can get also as a separate item. So that accessory is a universal coffee stand by Outin also, which is really a good and well-made stand, made of metal for sure. Comes in that box, and as you can see, it looks very good and it suits the machine. Comes in brown color. At least this one comes in brown color, and it's just comes in different pieces. So I believe this is maybe extra screws, or these are screws that you have to use in order to set up that one. So the holder is all made of metal. It comes in 3 pieces. You get that Allen key and as well as 3 screws. And what you do is you can put this one like that, and then you have to screw it with a screw. And you use the Allen key for that. Just similar to the first stand that came with the Starseeker E55pro, but the other one was really a bigger one to hold the machine that weighs more than 1 kilogram, all made of metal. So that's the first part of it. So it's not that hard to install it, but at the same time it's not as easy as when you use a foldable stand that can easily go like that in your bag. You can use this one, by the way, also. It will work properly. So it wouldn't say anything, it will work properly, but this is not made by Outin. It's just a normal one that's sold for like $10–15 on AliExpress. And then you add the other top part. I believe, yeah. So when you add this top part like that, so it's just 1 screw that you need. You can use the machine up and down. So you do like that, and then you add the other top screw. And then with that one on the back side, it will be easy for you to change the height of that, like that holder. So there is a gasket or a metal, a metal top, and also over the metal top there is a piece of rubber to hold the machine and protect it from scratches. And then on the back side there is this kind of a knob that will act like a holder for the machine, and it will help the holder to stay in one position. So I can make it that high as a maximum, or you can change this one and fix it on any other best position for you according to the cup size, and if you're using a scale or something under the machine. So this is how it fits with the machine very well, very good fitting, and you can definitely change the height based on the scale and all that. Okay, so that's how the Outin Nano would look like if you use it with an accessory like this, a good accessory for sure. And for the ones of you who are aiming to see how the basket, the double-sized basket will perform, let's look at the double-sized basket with the plus kit. And I'll grind some 18 grams of coffee. I'll try to use it professionally, keeping in mind that this does not come with the machine. This is sold at a different price, around $50. This is where I live, okay? So that's a very simple one to use. You just put it like that. You add your ground coffee. You can use this dosing funnel, and you can tamp, and then you can put it into the machine directly by removing the lower part of the machine, because this is a separate holder there, okay? So let's try that together and see. So here I ground the 18 grams of coffee. I did the same grind settings, 50 steps on the edge, on the E55 Pro grinder from Starseeker. I didn't want to go finer, to be honest. That's, I believe, fine enough for this basket. So this is the basket. This is, like we mentioned, it's kind of an unpressurized basket. So with these types of baskets, because it's all made of metal, this part is metal, this part is metal, so I prefer not to just put it in the machine and then run some hot water in the machine. I prefer to put it in a cup, any cup around me, and then add some water to it, and then let it soak in the water for a minute to make sure it's hot enough before the extraction. So that's what I do usually with all the machines that have metal parts, because you know metal will need some heat absorption, or then you will be getting your coffee cold. So this is the holder after I installed it all together. And then when you put the machine on the top of the holder like that, we will add that part, and it will fall from here. We can add the cup. You can use a scale like that, and then you can control how high or low the holder should be. Or you can use another gadget from Outin, which is this scale. This is the Outin Claro Scale, a nice one, fits very well with the machine. Let me explain it to you quickly. It's a very simple scale that they made to fit their product. So nice packaging also, and it comes like that in that nice carry case, like a hard disk holder, a hard disk case. Very nice, solid from the outside to protect the scale for sure. Has the branding on it like that, Outin. And when you open that case, you will find the wire to charge the scale, definitely a USB-C to USB-C wire. And here is the scale itself. So you just pull this one up, the scale will come out of the case. And the very nice, the very nice design of the scale, round shape to fit here very well. Exactly perfect on the stand with the machine. And the scale comes in very simple procedures. So there are very simple ways to use the scale. So we'll first of all turn it on. On the side there is a button that if you turn it completely to the right side, it will make it with sound. To the middle, click, it will be turned on but without sound, or to turn off completely. So it has two clicks, one and then two. So if you turn it completely to the two, it will be with sound, okay? So that's the first step about using the scale. It comes with this nice rubber mat to put it on the top of the scale to protect the scale. It's all made of plastic, but very tiny in size and also very lightweight. The scale comes with very simple programming. It comes with a normal mode, espresso mode, and filter mode. Right now we're gonna use the espresso mode, and to do that you need to click on the left button. Let's get the camera closer. So on the left side of the scale, there is that button. When you click it, one click, it will turn on the timer. You click it again, it will stop, or long click it to reset the timer like normal scales. On the right side, this button will tear, or if you like double click it, it will change from ounce to gram. Okay, that's another point. And then on the left button, if you double click, it will switch between the normal modes. So we have M1, which is espresso, M2 is filter, and another double click, it will make it a normal one. So let's make it on espresso mode, and let's prepare our puck and get the extraction to go. So when I take the basket like that from the cups, I usually use the tissue, make sure it's like wiped well, so the coffee doesn't stick while I'm making the puck preparation. And I feel how hot it is now in the hand, better than when I use the machine to run just hot water directly. Okay, so we'll quickly try the 18 grams dose and see how it fits. Okay, so it fits exactly there. You can use the needle that comes with the tool, or you can use your own needles to do a quick puck prep. for the ones of you who aim to get best extraction possible. You can always tweak the grind size also according to the capacity of the basket and the type of coffee and also the machine. So right now it's stamped properly, and it has only 2 magnets, so probably if you shake it like that, it will not be sticking well, see? So it can fall or so make sure you don't shake it while preparing your puck. Don't forget to add the top part like that, and then you screw it in the machine. So it fits nice now. And then we can add the hot water. So I have the water here heated to 99 Celsius. I believe that's what we need now for this one. I'll add 70 ml of water. And then let's see how this is going to be in the cup. So let's add the cup. We turned the scale on an M1 mode, so it should tare automatically now, like that. And then when we double click, the coffee will fall and the timer will also start. But the grounds are very, I believe they can go finer. So as you see, we got all our doughs in like 15 seconds. And it should stop completely once the last drop happens. So as long as there is some few drops like that, it will keep running, and once the drops are done, it will stop automatically like that. So it's 20, we can say 20 seconds or a little bit less, but it shows here as 26 because of the drops that keep falling from the machine. So this is, considering that this is a pressurized basket, I would say that this is okay. But in some other cases, if this is a non-pressurized completely, you would really need to go for like 25 to 30 seconds. You can still go finer with this one if you want. It's up to you and your taste. I've seen some users making their coffee in like 10-13 seconds and they are happy with the results. So it depends on how you like to taste your coffee. Let's see how it tastes. So it's good, but as expected, a little bit light body because of the coarser grind. If I grind finer, it will give me better extraction for sure. But in the end, I want to say something, that this is an upgradable kit. This upgrade kit, it doesn't come with the machine, as we stated. So buying it in addition to the machine price, it will really jump up a little bit high, like a higher budget than it should be for a machine that only brews capsules and the pressurized baskets, because in lesser budget you can go for better options that you can get in the market, like the Sera machine or the iCape machines, okay, that are also made by Sera, that connect to the phones, and you can use different types of basket sizes and all that. So this machine will serve specific users who are not very professional, the ones who are just depending on capsules on the go or even supermarket coffee, not the ones that aim to achieve every single bit of coffee and help their coffee to go as better as possible. For those other users, I believe a non-pressurized basket, a 58 size or even a 51 size will be a better option than this basket. This is, I believe, a 38 or a 40 ml basket. I'm not sure, basket. I'm not sure exactly of the dimension. Let's check it to make sure what the size is. So this is, it shows as a complete dimension of 50, but I believe we need to wash it to measure it properly. So I believe it's, in my testing, shows around 48 millimeters, 46 or 48. It's actually like a 47 even. So it's a smaller diameter basket, and you can play around with it, but by the time when you get used to it, you can make the best coffee you can with it if you want, according to the grinder you're using also. Outin has also announced a grinder that works well with this machine. I didn't try it yet. Maybe I will post a video on it if I get my hand on it soon, so that I can give you a full picture of their products, and also the other machine that they have, the Mino or the Mino. We can also check it out and see how it performs, and even we can try to compare it against this one and see how both of them are really performing against each other. So in my next videos, I'll put this one in comparison against the Espresso from Okaku, and also the Sierra Plus 03S. That's, I believe it's like a twin to this machine from Sierra Plus also. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.